when I'm trying to close a deal for my client na kasi nagbebenta nga kami ng software. So parang I added him on LinkedIn, my client. Tapos parang nakita ko na may same connection kami. So parang naging start of conversation ko na how are you related to this and that. So parang nakikita nilang relevant ka. You're just hindi ka lang yung parang in-outsource na parang, alam mo yun, na ginawa ka talagang outsource na para makamura. Parang makikita nila na may value ka.
Ang saindong madadangog sa rolang na pagtubod asin opinyon kan podcasters asin kan guest. Bako kan samuyang sponsors, affiliates o sisay man na nagsusuporta asin konektado sa podcast. Ang Taga Bikol mayang intensyon na rauton o magtaong danyo sa anuman na reliyon, grupo, organisasyon, negosyo o ni isay man na individual. Ini hatod sa indo kan si Ramsen na production.
Alright. Visit may dog background pa ako. May barking.
Disclaimer. So, magre-ringkonada Bicol, so I will try my best, pero usually Tagalog, English, Tagish. Bahala na.
Alright, so welcome mga Natungnatics and welcome na naman sa Sarong live interview or sa Sarong live recording. Kaiban saro sa mga pinaka-gwapong naimbitaran ko digdi sa Taga Bikol Podcast na mahatod sa tuya ng mga impormasyon, mga adal na baka pwede nindong magamit in the future or baka pwede nindong makuha na inspirasyon para magpuon man bilang sarong freelancer. Let's all welcome may iba kundi si Dale Oxciano. Yan, may palakpak eh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Manual palakpak. But thank you so much, Harvey. So, for context, so yeah, nakalala ko si Charvy so way back then. So kabistado na kada sarong. So siguro like for almost how many years? 7 years?
Oh, 7 years kasi actually nagkabistuhan kita with kaduan sa ko sa estudyante.
Yeah.
Gani. Yan.
So yeah, that was 7 years ago or more than 7 years and nagstay lang ako sa Bicol like for almost 4 to 5 years pero pure Bicolano ako. My mom and dad is from Bicol. So and the only dialect that I can speak is Rinconada. So, tatao ko magtaram sa Rinconada. Pero sa Bicol, di masyado.
Di masyado. So, ano yan? Nag-grow up ka sa Rinconada? Talagang nagdapala ka na?
Second year high school, sa 2 months na nabuwa. So, pinagsasabi nila, taga Nabuwa, alam mo ka taga Nabuwa. So, siguro, second year high school. So, from Taguig to Nabuwa.
Nabuwa.
So, yes. So
Tano ka naglipat Bicol?
Nag-migrate na sa yung talagang parents ko rin. So, nagsarado yung company pinagtatrabaho ni mama. And then, sa Nabuwa na kami. And then, for siguro high school and then college. So, yun na, yung second year college, hindi ko natapos. So, I'm from Yusant. So, sa Peña Francia, mga paray, kilalang yung Yusant.
Oo.
Champion, so...
Sa military pa rin, most disciplined, most handsome platoon. Yeah. So, totally pala talaga is naanadan mo na sa ng language is talagang Rinconada. Rinconada na talaga. Di na ka nag-move sa to parting Naga.
Sa Naga, dire. So, ang ganing salita na mo, arcade. So, pero easy ko maintindihan man nindo. Pero so sa Naga, pag sa mga kabarkada ko mga taga-Naga, pag nagsasarita akong arcade, na sira, parang, anong pinagsasabi mo? Parang ang bilis ko lang magsalita, mga ganun. So, yun. I actually really tried to learn how to speak in, Bicolano. Pero parang, sinasabi nila lawi.
Lakalawi, Pero di ba garo, actually, bilang sarong, Bicolano, since galing kang Taguig, nag-iyan kang, Bicol, pag nagbalik ang Manila, baga na nagkukuha ng usad na usad na talent na di nila maintindihan na maski lang mo dawon mo sira. Di ba?
Yes. Pero usually kasi ang salita ng Bicol may similarities rin sa talagang Bisaya. Like pag sinabi mong lubot, tiil, kamot, so almost the same.
Ayo. So, pero very kasi wide range ang language kang Rinconada. Ang akang Bicol. Yeah, yan. But anyway, yan, bago kita magpuon, yan, sabi ko nga sa interview na Aramon ta ang Buhay freelancer. Aram ko, bilang sarong freelancer, actually si Del kasi kadako siyang input, kadako siyang mga ideas na pwedeng i-share siya sa tuya. Pero ngunya na episode na tutukaron ta muna or pag-uulayan ta muna ang buhay-buhay bilang sarong freelancer. Yun Dale, pabisto mo ang sadiri mo ka na mo. Yan, maski ano ka lang, ringkunadang gatikat. Tagalog, bahala ka na.
Tagalog, bahala na. Pero, yun ang nito. Yun sa nagtuwa to. Bicolano words that I can say.
Oo.
Pero, yes, first of all, so I'm Dale. I'm here living in Manila now. So, I'm 27 years old. I'm sorry, 26 years old. So, I'm a freelancer. I used to work in a BPO setup. So, way back then, like 5 to 6 years ago, so call center. Isa ako yung mga tinatawag na bayaning puyat. So, yeah, 5 to 6 years, nagtrabaho in the BPO industry, more on sales, pero more on customer facing. And then, siguro 2 years ago, I decided to work from home. So, yun na yun, like working directly sa clients instead of having like an agency na nag-handle sa'yo. And then, yun. After that, like 6 to 7 months ago, less than a year, I started my freelancing journey, and the rest is history. So I'm still improving myself. And just disclaimer for everyone: 6 to 7 months pa lang ako nag-freelancing, but as much as possible, I can share to anyone yung zero to hero experience ko in freelancing. So it's
Nice.
pretty, napaka rewarding na career.
Or Dale, if you don't mind, anong course na tinake mo?
Actually, I don't. Kasi usually, ang mga freelancer, like they usually parang nag-take sila ng course to learn a specific skill. Sa akin kasi talaga, nag-start ako on sales. Like appointment setting, as long as you have at least a good communication skills, you can talk in English and then sales, appointment setting. So basically, outbound caller. So kasi di ba dati, uso yung mga door-to-door sales. Yung katulad niya, may mga nagbebenta ng surf, di ba? Yan mga door-to-door sale or kung ano. Ngayon, everything is remotely na. So yun na nga, parang digital era talaga. Kumbaga, ngayon, outbound calling kami, cold calling. Yun, doon ako nag-umpisa. So wala akong tinik na course hanggat sa siguro 1 taon rin, or 6 months din siguro ako nag-outbound caller, and then until nagland ako dito sa isa kong kliyente, nasa software industry siya. And this is where everything started. So software industry, like we're helping businesses to enable their sales team remotely. So nagbebenta kami ng software sa mga call center.
Sa mga
or
call
like
center.
Yes.
Ano, ang pinakainat mong pinakauna mong call center na pinaglogan? Kasi sabi mo, di ba, nag-BPO ka before.
Nag-BPO, yes.
Anong account?
Yeah, pwede mo magsabi ng mga company dito or like
Pwede. Okay lang.
Pwede, okay.
Oo, okay lang. Podcast mo yan.
Yung una, parang year 2016, una kasing work ko sa LCC. So, aram nyo yan, LCC, sa department store. And then like 6 months akong nag-merchandiser after that. Like, nag-teleperformance na ako. Teleperformance, yung binibenta namin doon is vacuums. So, I'm pretty sure na alam mo yan, Bissell. Yan, Bissell na vacuum. Nag-work ako dyan as a customer service way back then. Tapos technical support. Yung mga tumatawag yan, mga sirang vacuum, troubleshoot namin. And binibenta namin ng bagong vacuum.
Pero nagta-troubleshoot ka man ng vacuum? Talagang nag-upload nagbabawi sinda ka ninyo?
Yeah, like tatawag sila, my vacuum is not working, and then we have to instruct them sa, can you check the brush, check the filter, clean this and clean that. So pretty basic troubleshooting lang actually, pero yeah, it's challenging lalo na kung sa newbie. So that was my very first account.
Kasi for me, nahiling ko na challenging kasi makika mong kapot na na vacuum as at the moment. Or nag-training ba ka mo, pinhilingan ka mo ng vacuum?
I see. Yeah. Well, yes, of course. So we do have training materials. Meron kaming mga vacuum sa production talaga. So even other accounts are like parang nasa-shock na lang sila that we have a lot of vacuums in place, lalo na sa production. Tapos iba't ibang vacuum. So for example, if there's something else na we cannot really identify what they're talking about, so we have to get the vacuum and then hanap na mo. Like, okay, so pinagsasabi mo. So the red valve or like the red gasket, like, ganon. So 2 inches away from the ganyan. So
okay. So nice. Para at least maaraman mo rin, may siyan mo rin kung ano talaga ang pinagsasabi mo, di ba?
Yeah,
nice. So aside from Bissell, may ibang account ka pa bang nakaputan?
So yeah, 3 years in Bissell. It was a good learning. So actually, ang dami ko natutunan dun. And yung network ko dito sa Manila, na the build ko rin dahil dun sa account na yun. So after that, so alam ng lahat, telco. sa AT&T. So we're selling lines. So mobility sales and service yung account ko way back then. So nagbebenta kami ng linya, we're handling bills. Yeah, lalo na sa inyo dyan sa US. Like, okay, what happened with my bill? There's, nag-ayos kami ng mga payment. And then, we're selling new lines. We're giving cell phones.
Baka pwede mo kaming i-share ng halimbawa, funniest moment mo sa sa BPO industry. Kasi for sure, katakulan siya ng memorable experience talaga na dahil mo malilingawan. Kung ipapaistorya ka sa usad na tao, o halimbawa sa mga tropa mo, nag-iistoryahan ka mo, amudi ang pinaka-funniest. Anong may istorya mo?
For me, it's not about like epic scenarios. It's just more of na pag tumatawag Pilipino. And then, lalo na kasi sa BPO kasi, sa mga call center, lalo na pag B2C, business to customer services, usually kahit Pasko, nag-work kayo. So, minsan, parang tumatawag sila, ang tagal nila naghihintay sa linya, and then when someone picked up the phone, na parang hindi nila alam na may kausap na sila. Tapos naririnig ko yung background, which is, pag mga Pilipino yung kausap ko, parang doon ako nagaganahan makapag-usap. So, nagtatagalog sila. Minsan, nasan daw yung pansit, nasan yung Shanghai, mga ganon.
during the event.
Minsan naman, ang galing talaga nila, parang they grew up in states talaga na siguro Phil-am na talaga. Pero, minsan biglang nagtatagalog kasi, huy, gano'n na mama, ganyan-ganyan. So, oh shit. So, Filipino, okay. I can tell by your last name.
Saka kasi di ba, ako nag-work ako BPO. Actually, nag-training ako before. Saka sabi nila, even though na Pilipino ang kaulay mo or kausip mo, di ka talaga allowed mag-Tagalog. Kasi I think recorded siya, di ba?
It is recorded all of the time for quality purposes. So, yeah. And I'm pretty sure lalo na kasi yung mga bata, so they can really speak English well. Pero like if someone na parang kinuha sila ng anak nila, like okay, 60 years old, so basically hindi na nila kaya masyado magsalita ng English or nahihirapan sila. Minsan gusto mag-Tagalog, pero nagtatagalog kami, or I'm pretty sure sa mga BPO listeners yan. So wala, hindi talaga pwede mag-Tagalog.
Magayon pag-isipon or magayon balikan kasi I think ang gabos na skills na nakuha mo now as a freelancer is hali duman sa experience mo on BPO, especially on sales, di ba? Pero natutunan mo kung paano ka makiusap sa ibang tao and also for makuha ng daang trust nila or something like that. Ano pinagkaiba kang BPO sa freelance?
Yeah, actually, that's a very good question. So, the number one key skills na natutunan ko talaga sa BPO is no other than communication. Just the communication skills lang talaga. Kasi the difference between the two, so most likely pag nasa BPO ka, meron kasing tinatawag na B2B and B2C space. So, if you are dealing directly to a customer, that's a B2C, and B2B, B2B space. Like, you're dealing business to businesses. For example, if you're selling digital marketing and you will help the different business. So, yon B2B siya. So, the decision making, iba rin. So, basically, ang pinagkakaiba niya is, for example, kung nasa freelance ka, like you are on your own, di ba? Kasi kung freelance ka, like you have your own skill set, you're selling it to the specific market. And then, if you do good or not, ikaw walang sasalo sa sarili mo. Unlike sa BPO, sa call center, you have management and may training kayo, like may remediation kayo for 6 months. If you do well or not, as long as na tumagal ka or mag-training ka, 6 months, tatagal ka ng siguro 1 or to 6 months na may sahod. Kahit hindi ka ma-regular, kahit hindi ka ganun kagaling, may sahod ka. Ngayon, when it comes in freelancing naman, so, kasi people come and go sa freelance like even they have to make decision fast. So sa freelance naman, they can hire and they can fire fast. So parang okay, sige, we're gonna test it out, and then if didn't work, like after 1 week, wala na. So you have to look for a different client naman.
Oh,
so, sa freelancing,
okay. Anong ginigibo as a freelance? Anong mga skill set na kaipuhan as freelance?
Yeah, so when we said freelancing kasi, dito papasok yung business sales process na parang in order for a business to generate a revenue, parang anong kailangan? Parang siyempre isipin natin, ano bang mga business niche? For example, kung may mga nagbebenta ng mga course, di ba? Or may nagbebenta ng mga software or real estate. So, iba-iba. So, kumbaga sa freelance, doon pa lang, ang dami ng pwedeng trabaho. Pwede kang maging web developer. Pwede kang maging copywriter, 'di ba? So doon sa marketing side, pwede mong i-freelance ang marketing side, pwede mong i-freelance ang sales, 'di ba? So may marketing, may sales, meron namang fulfillment. Kung for example, kung sa mga tech companies ka. So if you know how to code, for example, like to build like an API integration, mga ganyan. So more on tech side. So napaka ano niya talaga. Sobrang lawak.
Kung halimbawa, i-consider ta siya as garo project-based ang dating. Garo may mga projects din na nagigibuan. Halimbawa, for example, I have a company. Kaipuhan kong i-promote ang sakuyang products. Kaipuhan ko ning somebody na, alam mo yun, kasi di ba parang kaipuhan mo i-convert eh. I-convert mo sa, halimbawa, kung maigwa ka ning Facebook account. Si Facebook account mo, i-convert mo si mga followers mo into a customer. Di ba, garo part na rin siya as freelancer kasi garo ka mo nagko-communicate, di ba, duman sa mga tao, offerings, a certain products, certain skill, certain services para duman sa tao or duman sa mga company na yan.
Igwasan ng misconception sa freelancing and having a corporate job because for me, like, when you said freelancing, talagang kailangan may good experience ka kasi or else hindi ka lang kikita or like mapapagod ka lang or something. So that's why like for me it's better to start with the corporate job na depends sa sa skill set mo. Yeah, for example, yung sinasabi mo na parang you have a certain followers in Facebook and then you have to convert it into a customer. So siyempre dito na papasok yung parang sales panel, di ba? Yung sales panel na, of course, hindi ko naman kagad sila pwedeng bentahan. Like, you have to feed them free content, for example. So, free content, sending them email newsletter, and then titignan natin kung sino yung mag-click sa website na yon. So, halimbawa, pag nag-click sila sa link na to, and then, siyempre, may panibagong website na naman. So, doon, since na tinatanong mo yung mga pwedeng projects, doon, pwedeng mga web developer, pwedeng yung mga nagko-convert, or yung talagang mga nag-web design. Tapos, halimbawa, sa sales, naipon na nila yung emails, yung list, yung phone number. Kasi gano'n naman eh. Diba? Like, when we are building a list, so we ask for their first and last name, phone number. So, dito na papasok yung mga appointment setter. So, makikita mo talaga, like, every, end-to-end talaga.
Aspect.
In every aspects, there's a certain career opportunity na pwede nating yan. So, you just need to select and you need to learn.
Tell us more sa ginigibo mo ngunyan.
Sa akin, more on sales enablement specialist. So, yun nga, dahil I have 2 years of working experience sa SaaS, so software as a service. That's a different niche. We're selling software, so it's a contact center for businesses. So most 80% ng users namin are like client acquisition. So they have to generate leads and then i-upload nila sa software, magtatawag sila, so may tao. So that's why like may outsourcing na, meron pang mga sales implementation. So what I do is I help businesses to implement sales processes in place. So for example, if you're new to a business na parang ang business mo dati on-field ka talaga and you don't know how to transition it in remote sales, 'di ba? So ano yung mga kailangan mo? Like yung tech stack, yung CRM, yung software. Tapos yung mga processes like how to approach the leads properly. Instead of calling them right away, ano ba yung mga dapat natin unahin? Like, should we send like emails first? Parang ganito, just to warm them up, to stir up the interest. So, mga ganon. So, that's what I do.
So, may strategy or may design ka na before.
It's more of a consulting, yeah.
Anong ibig sabihin kang outsourcing pala?
Yeah, outsourcing is, it could be two things kasi. So, pag in a corporate aspect, outsourcing is just getting someone offshore kasi kung halimbawa sa US, magkano ba ang average salary ng isang tao sa US? Like around 40 to 45,000, siguro 30 to 45,000 annually, right?
Annually,
per year. Yeah, so kung mag-outsource ka, you can have the same parang same job na you can spend as less like 20,000. So outsourcing in a corporate term is just more likely saving like manpower costs. So they outsource it. Lalo na kung sa mga customer service, especially Filipinos are really, parang we have a really strong similarities ng culture kasi sa US. So parang it's either India or
Philippines
talaga. Which is Pilipinas talaga ang number one when it comes to outsourcing. Maski sa movies pa lang eh. Di ba? Movies na pinapanood natin, like talagang pag may bagong labas sa US, inaabangan natin. Maski sa music, lahat. So that's why like Philippines stand out when it comes in outsourcing talaga. We have a great talent. We have a great pool of talented people.
Kaso di tayo compensated masyado, no? Kasi nga, nag-outsource din sa tuya because
Nag-outsource.
of a lower prices. Pero I think, as ano naman, di ba? As individual working freelancer di sa Pilipinas o sa Pilipinas, I think well compensated ka because of the of the living, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Ang gasto sa Pilipinas hindi naman masyado kataasan. Pero kung tutuusin, it's day man nagkakarayo kasi syempre ang pinagkaiba lang is ang istaran, 'di ba? Pa nagbabayad ka ng istaran
Yeah.
or whatsoever. Paano mo hinahanap ang client mo?
Yeah, in freelancing kasi like there is several platforms that where you can find clients. So may maski si ano of course number one source is Upwork, LinkedIn, and like onlinejob.ph, Indeed. So kahit Job Street. So I think the best way to acquire a client is more likely through referrals. Pero kasi like if you're doing cold outreach or something, so for me it's just more of building connections. Pero kailangan you have to start with something. So you have to start with agency. So sa akin, sa LinkedIn ko nakuha yung
Yung
software
client
client.
mo. Oo.
Oo, so sa LinkedIn, they actually message me. So kaya importante ang LinkedIn, kailangan i-optimize talaga natin yung LinkedIn natin. So LinkedIn, because in LinkedIn parang may certain algorithm lang rin na pag naghanap sila ng okay, looking for appointment setter, looking for Facebook ad manager or like marketer, di ba? Ganon. So may algorithm rin sa LinkedIn. Doon kanila, it's either sila yung hahanap sa'yo or sa kanila ka maghanap. Ang dami. Jobs are everywhere.
Nagpupuon ka pa lang as freelancer. Nasabi mo subago na kaipuhan mo ng agencies to start. Okay. So bilang isarong applicant sa sarong agency, do they need kaipuhan ba ninda ning certificates? Kaipuhan ba nindang or kaipuhan lang ninda ning background or experience, history or whatsoever?
Like that it's actually it's funny actually because when you are applying for BPO jobs like corporate that where you have to go to the office and then bibigyan ka nila ng mga kung ano-anong shenanigans and benefits.
Oo.
So they're really strict about like your credentials sometimes and like what work that you have in the past from the past, and then kailangan pa nilang tawagan yung mga parang character reference mo like yung COE na mga kailangan mabigay. And freelancing or kahit sabihin na natin hindi sa freelancing lang, kahit gusto mo lang mag-work from home lang talaga. Like you just wanna to work from the comfort of your own house. So usually hindi talaga nila hinihingi. So when you applied after the few interviews, mas mabilis, and then they will just ask like when are you willing to start? And then sabihin mo, okay, next Monday. And then next Monday mag-start ka na. Tapos hihingaan ka na lang nila ng bank details, kung saan ka nakatira. They don't usually ask for COEs and all. Kasi it's all about the interview. You just need to see. Kasi parang sa mga ganitong industry kasi, usually nag-ooperate sila ng parang as what I said, like parang they hire and fire. So, okay, kung magaling ka, edi i-retain
Ikikip
ka
ka.
namin. Oo, ikikip ka. Kasi parang, kung ako nga naman business owner, I don't see the importance of like asking a lot of documents and then if fire mo rin lang naman kung hindi magaling talaga, kung hindi nagpe-perform. So parang ganun nga. They have to test the waters out first. Minsan nga, hinahire nila to as parang may ramp up pa. Parang usually kasi 40 hours per week ang regular working hours. Sometimes they hire it or sometimes nag-start lang sila 20 hours per week, 10 hours per week just to see, to test the work.
For us pala, salin ba sa mga kanatong natics na nagdadalan sa Satuya? Kasi, syempre, sa hirap ng buhay, sa sakit kang buhay sa Pilipinas, I think they need also to source out, di ba? Outsource sa company, and then kitaman ang di ba? As for them, garo sabihan tanang, it's kind of easy if you have a certain skill set, di ba? Garo, kumbaga, you have the confidence, you have the communication skills, and also you have this background on computer stuff. Madali ka makakuha ng trabaho. Kasi, on the other side, kung dai ka man nag-perform talaga, pwede kang i-fire. Tulad araw kang sinasabi mo. So, during the application, halimbawa, na-hire ka na kan sarong ng company, nagkakaigwasin din yung mga trainings din, for sure. And that training, I think, pag nag-apply ka na naman sa sarong company, magagamit mo na siya.
Not all companies na, because if they for example, like compared to a BPO, so I'll drop some numbers. So compared to a BPOs, like pag nakakuha ka ng 35,000, which is like I think 500 or more than 600, $700. So usually yung mga ganon, they train. Pero yung training kasi siguro ang iniisip ko is more of the process. Yung more of the process like yung skills, for example, hindi ka na nila kailangan, let us say na Facebook ads. Do you know how to run Facebook ads? Kung nag-apply ka as a Facebook ads manager. Or let's say kung yung tinatawag nilang media buyer. So they don't have to train you how to use Facebook ads.
Kasi they hire you for that certain okay.
But they have to hire you, or they have to train you like for a product. For example, product specifics. So this is what do we have? Parang kunyari, ito yung mga previous mga campaigns namin, and then this is what we've done. Ito yung mga hindi nag-work. Ito yung mga... So iti-train ka nila doon mismo sa
product mismo and then the process. Pero the job kung ano talaga si pagka-hire ka nimo, amo na to.
Oo, parang kasi hinire ka na nga nininda na para dapat alam mo na talaga yung work.
So pwede kang mag-fake. Halimbawa, may dikit kang background, mag-ibo ka lang ng LinkedIn account siguro maybe, and then sabihin mo, I'm a Facebook manager, then that's it, 'di ba? Pag di mo ma-perform ang trabaho mo, siguro they can look for another one. Well, you got paid.
You got paid, and actually you learn something. And for example, kasi yung Facebook ad manager or like yung media buyers na yan, ito yung mga role na parang medyo high skilled and may specific na sila. Pero for example, like VA, kasi may mga VA kasi na tawag yung virtual assistant or general VA na parang usually talagang VA general works lang. Katulad niya, magsaset ka ng mga meetings, inbox management, yung something that you can search in Google and pwede mo agad siyang maaral in a span of 2 to 3 hours. May mga ganun. Yun, pag na-fake mo yon, and then kung yung siguro working ethics mo, okay, doon, pwede kang ma-retain doon. Kasi ganun, wala lang ganun, like they faked it, pero since na parang okay working ethics sila, naka-chamba sila ng maayos rin na mga CEO, willing to explain things, hindi ganun ka, alam mo yun. So, yun, hindi ganun kataas yung standard nila. Yun, nare-retain sila, parang nandun lang sila, nag-work sila, hanggat sa natuto na sila. Kasi ganun talaga yun eh. Yung training na yan, yung mga course na yan, it's good. Parang you have this analogy itself. Parang meron kang, analogy lang. Pero in actual, kasi iba rin eh.
Kasi ang nahiling ko, may sarong kami gusto ng virtual assistant. So, anong nangyari is, nag-log sa talaga sinda ng agency. And then, pagka-log nila ng agency, and then siguro nag-direct na sinda to the company. And then, nagkaigwa na sinda ng mga referral with that company. So, dahil na sinda nag-undergo ng agency. So, direct na sinda. Kaya mas halang ka unang nakukuha ninda. Kasi mainang cut ang agency. Kasi, Aramon naman ang agency talaga sa Pilipinas. Mas nakula pa talaga ang cut. So, araw nga yung sinabi mo sa bago, you can just make a LinkedIn account. You can just look for job work or Upwork sa mga sa mga website just to look for the job. So, ngunyan, since hinahanap mo na ng company mo, halimbawa nakakuha ka, ano ang kinoconsider mo sa sarong company? Ano ba ang dapat igwa ang sarong company para i-accept mo yung yung task or yung job?
When you're a freelancer, it's either you will be applying na parang organization lang siya. Kasi parang meron yan may mga ibang klase ng businesses, like it depends on kung gaano ba karami yung employees. Dito na papasok yung startup, small, medium business scale, and then enterprise. So, yung mga enterprise, medyo na siya, parang usually, ito na yung mga nag-hire, ito na talaga, yung mga enterprise company, ito na yung naghahanap ng mga BPO outsourcing agency talaga, na they can partner with. Yung may mga opisina sa Pilipinas, kasi para nako-control talaga. Kasi di ba sa mga corporate na mga call center, parang may manager na may magkakontrol talaga, hindi mo makikita may pumipetics. Kasi may nasa ngayon, when it comes sa mga medium, small size, medium business scale, tapos startup, ito yung mga siguro nasa less than 20. So, usually, ang mga hinahanap ko sa isang kliyente, of course, pag sa startup, ang hinahanap ko is yung maraming kulang pa sa processes nila, because I wanted to use my own leverage na parang, okay, they have a lot of missing pieces in place na parang gusto kong i-bridge yung gap na yon. So, magiging valuable ako sa company. So, parang like you're bridging the gap, you're finding different problems sa company nila, and then you have a lot of problems to solve. So, isipin mo na lang na parang, okay, if you are the CEO and you're seeing your employee na parang, oh, like this is...
That's brilliant kasi you're doing outside the box na, di ba?
Oo, parang okay, kahit outscope na ng trabaho mo yun, like you're still doing a lot of things and then parang vital ka na sa company. And just imagine like, okay, kung mag-boom yung company yun, how much leverage that you have, di ba? Parang if you wanted to ask for increase, sabihin mo na lang, okay, like I'm getting tired. I want to like have a 300% of increase. 'Di ba? Siyempre, parang okay, alisan mo ako no. Parang kung ikaw ang business owner, parang gusto mo mag-increase na lang kaysa mag-hire ka pa ng bago and magti-train ka pa.
Attainable naman siya for a business owner. Kasi the only reason is, nag-outsource nga siya eh. Nag-outsource siya para makamura. Di ba?
Correct.
So, ngayon, kung mag-request naman yung nag-take ng job for an
Yeah.
increase, I think reasonable yon. Kasi,
It's super reasonable talaga.
super reasonable talaga. So, ito lang talagang sarong mag-in dyan, ano? Di ba? Na dapat talaga mabuild mo ang trust, mabuild mo ang relationship with the customer para at least makip mo siya. And then pwede ka makapag-demand kung anong gusto mo.
Because your question was about ano ang characteristic or like if is there a certain things that I'm looking for a company when it comes sa pag-apply. So yun, sa startups yung ganun. So I'm looking for a good business model na feeling ko naman na magbo-boom and then like siyempre directly ka mag-work sa CEO. If there's a lot of missing pieces, talagang palitan ka talaga ng ideas kay CEO.
Oo.
Matututo ka kasi you're working directly sa CEO, unlike sa corporate or enterprises, parang bago makausap yung CEO, kailangan may director.
May manager ka pa. Yeah, may supervisor.
Yung idea nasa sala na. Like, unlike sa pag mga startup, parang itong CEO to, siyempre hindi naman maging CEO yan kung hindi siya matalino. So, parang talagang may exchange of ideas kayo. So, that's for the startup. For small, medium business scale naman. So, of course, yun na yung una kong tinitignan, yung pera. So, kasi, pag startup, ang tinitignan ko lang yung opportunity, how I can leverage myself. Pero pagdating sa mga small, medium business scales, kung baga meron silang processes, meron na silang talagang mga tao in place. So, yun na. Una kong tinitignan talaga yung sahod, yung pera, and then
yung leverage mo. Yung makapag-ano ka.
Always the leverage. And kung kaya ko talagang i-exceed yung role. And growth. So, kung ano pwedeng maging growth.
Oh, nice. So, pinipili mo rin talaga ang company. Kasi since, nahiling ko ang LinkedIn account mo eh. So, there's a lot. Kaipuhan mo rin maging active. Kasi, di ba, kaipuhan mo maging active, you need to participate with the discussions and everything. Pero, kaipuhan mong magmukhang professional, and then also aware of the problem and then the solution. And then from that point, pwede ka rin lang i-contact na, okay, you have a good idea base naman sa mga comments mo, base naman sa mga shares mo. Okay, let's try. I'll gonna try you, di ba? I'll gonna hire you.
And participating in the comments kasi, and like, okay, sa LinkedIn kasi like may tinatawag na parang third degree connections, yung third network connections na parang, okay, if you're participating sa comments, for example, it's better to add them, to send them a request, and then makikita mo na lang like, different business owners, for example, in LA, na makikita mo magkaka-same connection. So, para makikita nila, okay, like, you have the same connection. Kasi sa akin nangyari yan eh. Like, parang when I'm trying to close a deal for my client na, kasi nagbebenta nga kami ng software. So, parang I added him on LinkedIn, my client. Tapos, parang nakita ko na may same connection kami. So, parang naging start of conversation ka rin na, how are you related to this and that? So, parang nakikita nilang relevant ka. You're just hindi ka lang yung parang in-outsource na parang, alam mo yun, na ginawa ka talagang outsource na para makamura. Parang makikita nila na may value ka. Like, oh, parang ganun, may value ka.
Oo, that's good. Kasi especially if garo baga na friendship, di ba? Garo pag friendship na nahiling mo na, oy, may connection ka with this one. Garo, instead the relationship is here, garo isa sa taas, sa baba, pag may connection na ka mo, garo nagtataas na, garo nagle-level na ang connections nindo. Because of the contacts. Dakol kitang maadalan. So, ngunyan, actually kadakol pa kitang pwedeng idigin. Pero syempre pag-ulayin tayo muna ang buhay sarong freelancer. Ngunyan, since it's a work from home job, 'di ba? Work from home job siya. Ang nangyayari kayan, syempre feeling mo isolated ka na with the whole world kasi may kang coworker, may kang bossing, may kang TL sa paligid mo. So, how do you balance?
Yeah, share ko lang. Actually, yung meron dati kasi ngayon nakatira na ako sa apartment and then may kasama na akong aso, kasama ko na rin yung kapatid ko. Pero yung before this apartment, tumitira ako sa condo, one bedroom condo, maliit lang siya. Pero halimbawa, pag wala ka masyadong ginawa sa isang araw, parang minsan magsasalita, i-check mo na lang kung nakakapagsalita ka pa. Parang, check. Kasi like, mag-isa ka sa bahay, and then 24 oras ka nagtatrabaho. Kung, for example, wala kang sinasabi, i-check mo na lang, hello? Parang nakakapagsalita pa ba ako? Baka hindi na lumabas yung boses eh. So, kung sa isolation and parang loneliness ng work from home, kung you're working alone, talagang kasi isipin mo yun, minsan parang chinecheck ko na lang kung nakapagsalita pa ako. Kasi sobrang talaga, kung ikaw lang talaga, sarili mo lang. Work-life balance, for me kasi, like, freelancing or like making money, like learning things about business is my passion. So, for me naman, yung isolation, it's not hindi siya naging issue kasi may TikTok ako, meron akong audience sa TikTok, so that's why nagla-live ako, may mga parang community pwede mong salihan para makarelate ka sa mga gem na ganito. So, when it comes in work-life balance naman, kasi I believe in contrast kasi, parang mas gusto ko yung contrast kasi yung balance. If you're trying to achieve one thing na in really short period of time, kailangan sa contrast ka, like, put more effort and more work instead of like you're trying to balance everything na parang, magpapahinga ako, makikipag-gimikan ako, ganun. Saan muna sa ganitong sitwasyon, hindi na muna ako nag-work-life balance kasi contrast talaga, like, I'm really putting my time and effort so to achieve something. So gusto ko naman siya as long as na gusto mo.
Kasi garo nasa ka pa, garo yung itong hunger mo, no? Hunger to learn something. So, garo feeling mo, I don't care kung if I can stay there, all of the time. As long as I'm feeding my mind, garo, tigbabahog mo ang sarili mo para matuto pa. So, I think yung ka pa naman sa position yun, yung ka pa naman sa situation yun. Kasi sabi mo, nag-start ka pa lang 6 months ago. Di ba?
Na freelancing, yeah. So,
na freelancing 6 months ago. So it's, for now, garo yung ka pa naman sa feeder.
Talaga.
So, ngunyan, sinahiling mo, syempre, pinaplano mo na rin yan, di ba? Data naman maiwasan yan na mababurnout ka or whatsoever. Ano sa hiling mo ang gigibuhon mo pag nag-abot ka na sa punto na daw?
Na ma-burnout, of course. Pero, just to tell you, so, lalo na sa mga audience natin, kasi baka isipin nila freelancing is like, talagang hell talaga or mahirap. Hindi siya madali, guys. Hindi rin naman siya sobrang hirap. Like, hindi lahat ng nag-freelancing, hindi lahat ng nag-work from home, matalino lang, like, magagaling. So, you can be so average and then pwede kang kumita pa rin ng maayos na nasa bahay ka. Kasi unang-una, kaya naman, kasi may iba't iba ng purpose naman kung bakit gusto mo mag-freelance, bakit gusto mo mag-work from home, di ba? So, una, pera ba? Kung pera, you're in the right spot. Or gusto mo ba mas makasama yung pamilya mo? Lalo na kung working mom ka, single mom ka, na parang gusto mo, nasa bahay ka lang, nag-work, nakikita mo yung mga anak mo. So, that's another thing. So, hindi ka mababurn out nun kasi nasa bahay ka lang eh.
Mm-mm.
Parang wala nang gaps doon sa between yung work ka sa office and then yung bahay nyo. So, nag-work ka na sa bahay. So, for me naman, sa sitwasyon ko ngayon, may mga times rin naman na like, nag-chill ako. Katulad yan, like, 2 weeks ago, pumunta ako ng Cebu. So, I can work if I want to pag nasa Cebu ako. Kasi laptop lang naman dala ko eh. And may mga kilala akong nag-work minsan talaga ng nagiinom. May mga nakita ko nagiinuman sila eh. Tapos, dala lang nila laptop nila. Yun. Kung work-life balance talaga, kaya mong iba. Balance na balance. Minsan nga, sobra pa eh. Sobra pa sa bahay.
Kasi nasa ka mo lang, nasa baloy ka mo lang, nasa harong ka mo lang eh.
Tapos sa freelancing kasi, lalo na kung even kahit hindi sa freelancing, kahit sa work from home jobs lang, hindi naman laging hectic yung work katulad sa BPO na parang you have to be on the phone like all throughout. Kasi usually pag mga checking emails, chat, parang minsan may araw talagang wala kang gagawin. So, yun.
Are you paid by time or by project?
By projects na most of the time. Kasi I'm eyeing for the results. Kasi pag feeling kong binabayaran yung oras ko, I need to spend more time para kumita ng malaki. For me, I wanted to spend less time and to be efficient and then to bring results. So parang, katulad yan, kung ikaw ba na nasiraan ka ng sasakyan, kung babayaran mo siya ng per hour, siyempre, ang gagawin nila, parang yung sa mga construction nga na ginagawang patay-parada na pag-arawan, di ba?
Pag-arawan,
May isa pang term nun. Yun. So, for me, ganun yung ano ko. Gusto ko by results lang. Okay, I'll do this in a short period of time, efficient, tapos yung quality nandun. So, yun, project. Mas okay sa akin by projects kaysa
Well,
per time.
dakol pa siya. Ididig into na yan siguro sa ibang episodes na gigibuhon ta about detail on how to do the job. 'Di ba? Sa outsourcing or sa freelancer. Kada ko lang pakitang pagulayan. Pero ngunyan, sabi nga ni General. So ngunyan Dale, anong biggest motivation mo ngunyan?
For me, helping others, yun ang biggest motivation ko. Like, parang I wanted to inspire people. So that's why, like, I have TikTok, Dale Oxciano on TikTok. So if you guys wanted to search it, so I'm giving out free content, how to start freelancing. So yun. So my biggest motivation right now is, of course, like, to make a name, and then to have a spot on the market na parang when they said Dale Oxciano, so it's connected to freelancing business. So it's just more of like solving someone's problem. That's my biggest motivation. And of course, like pera, nandun na rin yung pera. Lahat naman tayo gustong kumita ng malaki. Kasi if you're too focused on income kasi, pag may mga araw na hindi ka kumita, for example, like, okay, gusto ko mag-freelancing kasi gusto kong kumita. Ngayon, nag-freelance ka, hindi ka kumita, titigil ka na kasi hindi mo nakikita hindi mo nakukuha yung gusto mo eh.
Oo.
Pero kung gusto mong matuto, like on the first day you failed. Oh, that's another learning. I should try again, 'di ba? And you failed again and you failed again. Eh ang goal mo matuto. So as long as that you're failing, you're learning. Eh kung ang goal mo kumita, like okay, I tried it, hindi ako kumita, I tried it, parang wala rin naman wala ako na pala. So wala na, babalik ka na lang sa dati mong gawin. So yeah, that's my motivation to learn more and to help others. So ganun.
Let's rate it 1 to 10. How happy you are with your job?
5. I'm not happy with my job. Kasi ito yung, no, kasi ito yung like stigma about it. Parang they said you should do what you love, 'di ba? Pero paano kung hindi mo na gusto yung ginagawa mo, like titigil mo na kasi for me I'm not happy na matutulog ako ng gabi, 'di ba? I'm not happy na parang kailangan kong gumising araw-araw magtrabaho. I'm not happy na kailangan kong makapag-compete every time sa sa
Market.
mga fellow freelancers ko, sa market, sa kung kanino man. So, for me, this is the most, parang ito yung pinakatama. Instead of na parang dito ako masaya, ito yung pinakatamang gawin for me. Although it's one of my passion, pero I'm not happy every day. I'm not that sad, so that's why I said 5. It's just like so-so lang. Okay lang. So, kung masaya o hindi, I'll do it anyway.
Okay.
So, ganun.
Ano ang magiging advice mo duman sa mga Kasi for sure, magkakaigwa pa kita ng perang episodes para at least idig inta ang Buhay Freelancer. Kasi sabi mo nga, you want to help others. Siyempre, gusto tamantabangan ang kapwa at Bicolano. Ano magiging advice mo? Kasi lalong-lalo na, ngunyan, sa totoong buhay lang talaga is kadakol nagsasakit na tao kasi maisindang kaaraman udasindang knowledge on a certain thing. So anong magiging advice mo duman sa mga aspiring or sa mga nagpaplano na maging freelance?
So, first of all, like a little background story ko muna para siyempre malaman nila na parang kung saan ako galing. Kasi baka sabihin nila, okay, madali na lang sa'yo kasi ganyan ka or ganito. So, just to let you know, guys, so I started working in LCC. So, I was earning like 150 pesos per day. Like, imagine, 150 pesos per day, like almost 4,000 pesos in 2 weeks. So, kada kansenas yun yung sahod ko. So, I mean, for example, like, if you're earning that, if you started in freelancing, don't aim for the bigger numbers. Kasi, ang freelancing sinasabi na 6 digits per month. Totoo, napakadali na kumita ng 6 digits per month in freelancing. Pero, dapat hindi nyo ina-aim yung 6 digits agad. Ina-aim nyo muna, okay, if you're earning 20,000 right now, how can I earn 30,000? How can I earn 40,000? Parang gradual, realistic goals na parang exponential growth. So, dapat, like, they have to earn it. So, my advice is, like, keep on learning. So, yun naman talaga, keep on learning, keep on failing. So, keep on failing. Kasi, like, if we're looking for yeses, pretty sure, magsasawa talaga agad tayo. Kasi, we should be looking forward for no's. Kasi, every no's, there's a learning. So, like, just try and try. Yun lang talaga eh. Kasi, hindi rin naman ako matalino, hindi rin naman ako sobrang talino. So, yun lang. I just keep on doing what I do. I'm consistent. So, yun, consistency.
Consistency. Dakol kitang naaraman, ano. Pero actually sa sa dikit ng napanahon lang dakol kitang naaraman, ano. Kaya which is good. Kaya nga gusto ko talaga magpara-invite ng mga tao so they can also share their knowledge para sa ibang mga Bicolano. Kasi mas magayon baga itong surroundings mo, magayon itong community mo. Nakadakol may aram, 'di ba? Bakong itong sige lang hanap ning or sige lang hiling ning content na paano lang. Ano man, pailing hiling ning suso or pailing hiling ning mga baile, 'di ba? So, duman kita syempre sa mga sa mga mataoning adal. So, Dale, salamat. Aram ko kadakulan pa kitang pwedeng i-dig in. Siguro itatackle tayo yan sa ibang episode. Actually, garo baga na kinikitik lang kita. Gani.
Yo.
Para at least ma-excite pa kita sa ibang mga episodes na gigibuhon ta with you, with Dale, as a freelance, as a buhay, work from home. And maybe, malay mo, magkaigwa ng Taga Bikol Podcast or Taga Bikol community of freelance. And mas
definitely good idea.
'Di ba? Mas magdakol ang network, mas dakol ang matatabangan, mas dakol pa ang makikita or gabos kita nagkikita. Ini si Bon.
Si Dave.
Asin ka mo nagdadawag sa podcast na ginibo para sa mga oragon. Ini ang Taga Bicol to the world. Alright. Salamat, Dale.